Yo, yo, yo. Looking for my glasses so I don't look as ugly. Y'all feel me on that or no? Oh, fuck. Looking for a sponge and my glasses, man. At least I got some cigarettes, though. I seen him here yesterday. Alright, time to upgrade the streaming background. Yo. Alright. Check this out, y'all. I just want to show y'all this. So we got the My Pillow. Y'all know My Pillow with the not Billy Mays, but not Billy Mays, but the other crackhead. And I say that respectfully, R.I.P. Billy Mays. He made My Pillows, right? Well, this is a mini My Pillow, dude. See, mini My Pillow, and yeah, we got tons of pillows. Could be yours though, My Pillow. straight guy married his gay friend for taxes. It's not gay. It's actually a hilarious title. We gotta watch this one. Yo.
Flying, bro. You're arguing with the guy at the bar. It's like, bro, my fucking husband versus SpaceX. He's like, what? What the fuck? All right, no, we're calling him, dude. I need to hear this more. Like, how long? If I knew that.
Yo, this is crazy.
Yo, you're on the Gobcast. You want to be recorded?
I do not mind.
Wow, you actually answered that correctly. That's crazy, dude. You are ready to get married.
Yeah. So can I give you like a precursor, like
Sure. Yeah.
Like,
Fill me
like,
in.
all right.
Like,
So
my fucking husband versus SpaceX. Like,
oh damn, my heart's beating. This is crazy. So I went on this date. With this girl. We're just old friends.
Okay.
At this bar. I'm not gonna specify the bar name. But we were sitting there having some drinks, you know. And this guy, she's a tall woman. Rephrase that. She's like 6'4". I do not mind. So we walked up to her and he's like, oh my God, you are so tall. You're so beautiful. And lo and behold, it's his birthday. So I bought this dude a drink.
Sure. Yeah.
We become friends after that. We start chatting and stuff, whatever. Turns out he's a very big company. So on a date. And at the time I was staying with my mom at this bar. I'm not gonna bar name. But we were sitting there having some drinks, you know. And this guy walks up. She's a tall woman. Rephrase that. She's like 6'4".
Oh! Look, to be a coach, you gotta stay hungry, agent. But I catch like 3% of the money. Okay, well, she go to his birthday.
So I bought this dude a drink.
Oh, that's okay. Dad's back like a pro with Chase for the money.
We start chatting.
How do you catch?
Whatever. Turns out he's a VP of a very big company. And Tom was staying with my mom. So he's like, hey, I know you're staying with your mom right now. Me and my ex just split up. We were in a 4-year relationship, but I gave her the apartment, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go stay with my mom for a little bit. So he offered for me to move in with him, and I was like, okay, cool. Like that sounds great. Like, I was a supervisor at UPS at the time, so I was just going to work, going back.
Yeah.
We become really good friends at this point. We're having fun. We're drinking all the time. Like, you know, this dude has it made. Like, I was even like in shock. But he gives me like an ultimatum. He's like, hey, I pay this much in taxes each year. I'm over the bracket. And okay, cool. And he's like, hey, how would you feel about being married? And you can hop on. So I was just going to work, onto my insurance, my dental. I'm paying $15K, and we can just do it for tax reasons. And I was like, you know, at the time I'm drunk, so I told him yes. And I was like, oh, that sounds great. I need to get my fucking mouth fixed anyway. Like, and insurance, I just got let go from UPS at that time because I got into a driving incident that caused me to get a felony. So they had to knowingly resign, but I had insurance and dental from that job, and I just lost it. I was like, you know what? $15K in my pocket, health and dental, like you get a tax break, like that sounds perfect. And he wants to do it to 12. And
oh shit! So you only have 5 days to decide.
We talked about it for months, but like, now that's crazy. Right. And I don't feel that way. We're strictly just doing it for tax reasons.
I got a lot of questions.
Yeah, dude. He swings that way. I don't swing that. I don't swing that side of the road. Hey, hour 2
Is he gay or is he straight?
Pause. Look, y'all. That's what I'm working with right here.
I don't even know.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, wait. So
No freaking monitor. We got it hooked up to the TV. We got a mouse. And hopefully tomorrow we'll have a keyboard so we can PK. So we'll have everything we need. Hotkeys won't work on this computer. I don't know why, but they don't work. Or they do work. That's a problem. I can't disable them. Little fun fact for y'all. But this computer right here has been with me. Shoot, how long has it been here? 4 or 5 years or something like that. This computer has been a beast. It's got no battery, no mic, no video. So that's why we got the phone though.
He was married like years and years ago, but he came out of the closet after he was divorced, and so he's been married.
What? Free insurance out of it? There's how much money does this? What? Free insurance out of it? There's how much money does this?
He's been very all over the deck. I don't want to like leak any information.
Okay, let me. We don't have to talk anything about the company. I thought you were saying. But
well, he did initially just to get.
Just want to show y'all real quick what I'm working with for the YouTube channel. Look, we got this thing. Has been with me for 4 years. No freaking display because the display was cracked. It was driving me nuts. And I got a mouse. No keyboard yet. I'll have a keyboard tomorrow. And we're hooked up to the TV. Just FYI, in case anyone was wondering.
okay, let me. We don't have to talk anything about the company. But like, in terms of like, does this guy make is his income
Big head,
millions
yes.
per year?
What up?
I would say about half that.
Okay. I mean, bro, 500K a year is a lot of money, but I don't know if that's like full ride my husband every year to single tax. Like, how much can you be paying on taxes when that's worth it? And something's not adding up here to me.
I don't know. He did have a crush on me like first.
Oh, dude, you're about to get traffic. Why is his income in the middle?
I mean, I've been living with him for like 8 months now, and like nothing's happened. Like he's not weird. He's a very sweet guy. You know, I don't think that he has any ill intent. Like I know every bit of this guy's information. Like it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, honestly, initially the 14K it made sense, but the whole like, and you saying taxes were not worth it as we first met, and then this whole like, he said I'm never gonna have to work again. Dude, he wants to have sex with you. Oh, dude, you're about to get traffic. What?
I've been living with him for like 8 months now, and like nothing's happened. Like I'm here, this very sweet guy. You know, I don't think he has I think so, dude. I'm not going to take the 15K and go buy a trailer or something.
It's gonna be like in a strange, like, been in a different state. Like, yeah, we don't live together.
Right, you're like, hey, I gotta go do this. Well, I'm a professional juggler, so I guess
when we first met, and then this whole like, he said I'm never gonna have to work again. Dude, he wants to have sex with you.
I'll go buy a trailer or something.
It's gonna be like an estranged husband. Been in a different state. Like, yeah, we don't live together.
Right, be like, hey, I go around and do Jason events. So I do have an excuse to travel and stuff.
What the fuck? Dude, your life sounds crazy, dude. Professional juggler, marrying this man who's what the hell? You got some.
I mean, I guess now that you put it like that, yeah, that does sound really crazy, dude.
Wait, so okay, all right. But think about it like this, all right? Honestly, when I first heard your voicemail, I was instantly a yes. I was like, this is fire. Like, me and my boy, I would marry my homie for some tax benefits.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
bro.
No, we are good friends. Like he is on that side, but he told me we don't sleep in the same room. I got my own room at this place. Like he's very respectful. Like he spoils the fuck out of me. So I do feel like I'm not I don't feel like a man, dude. Cause like I was busting my ass in the warehouse when I met him. Like I was a supervisor. I was in charge of every trailer runs, like doing my thing, dude. And now like I wake up and do whatever the fuck I want. It's insane.
Wait, so okay,
Like I had little side gigs.
think about it like this, all right?
Go ahead.
Honestly, when I keep going. We'll talk about your side gigs. Yeah, so I was like, this is fun.
So like I used to test a lot, so I got really into like fire fitting. And I picked up juggling. I think it might have been an artistic hobby. I'm not sure, but I got really fucking good at it to the point like I started like. I was posting on Instagram and people hit me up like, hey dude, let me manage you, I can just book you on some gigs. And I got booked for my first gig was in Pennsylvania. My second gig was at the community college in Indiana. And then my biggest gig I've done so far is this trippy art museum called Everworld in Ohio. And that was probably my funnest gig I've done. I got paid to dress up like Rick Sanchez and drink alcohol. Yeah, dude, it was awesome.
Sounds fucking sick.
And that was what I was doing on the side while working at UPS, you know?
Yeah. Okay, wait. Okay, let me frame this from a different perspective. Maybe you'll think about this a little differently. Because from the way I'm looking at this, the way you're describing this, you could be walking into a trap section, right? Listen, this is a man who you know, just hear me out. This is a man who you know is interested in more than just a friend. You said he has a question, or he had, right? You know that. You're already living with this guy, he's in you out, he's getting buddy with you, right? He's a very wealthy man, by the sounds of it, right? Access to a lot of resources, and the premise you're marrying him under is like him covering your life. What if, once you marry him, he starts kind of asking for a little more and dangling it like, oh, I'll stop paying for this for you. I'll stop. You're going to be off my insurance. You're going to be, I'm not paying your bills this month. I'm not paying your phone bill. Like, what would you do?
I'm going to be honest. He had such a big heart that I don't think he'd ever do that. Like, he's a sweet guy. Like, he doesn't have an ill bone in his body. Like, I'm a very good, like, people reader. And I can 100% vouch and say, like, I don't think he would do any of that.
You've known him,
and that's it for me. But he possibly could. He possibly could. You know, that is a very that is a possibility.
And in a scenario where you're not working and someone's paying for all your resources and your bills and everything, if you need to escape that, you need to go get an attorney and what money are you going to do?
He possibly could. Right. That is a fair point. That's why I called you guys. That's why I called you, because I'm not even thinking about it.
I mean, 14K is fire, but like, if it was more like this, if it was about home and attorney. You want to fuck me? And I do 100%, I'd do it. But like, if it's my
he's not a sexual man, guy. I think he thinks he's asexual. I think he's asexual, dude.
Everyone's sexual. Everyone's sexual.
You think so?
Everyone's a little sexual at least, bro. Come on. Everyone, dude. It's come on. No, don't tell that.
I mean, I might have to butter some biscuits, dude. Fuck it.
I mean, bro, if the money's right, it might be a sweet setup, dude. There's nothing wrong with fucking a dude.
Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah,
I would consider myself pansexual if I'm being completely honest. So, you know, if the personality's there, I'm on it.
This just to me like something I would just be very careful here with what you're doing. You know, you haven't known this guy for a year. At the end of the day, like as close as you've gotten with someone over these months, I mean, bro, you just a lot of things just you learn in time. You know, there's a lot of things you learn about someone from just knowing them for years and
Y'all,
years.
my
I
vape
mean, this
is going crazy.
you got five. Why does it? Let me. Why does it have to be?
Look at this
5
shit,
days?
y'all.
What's up with
I ain't
the
touching it.
When you see an oversized load, slow your pace. Give them space. Oversized loads are different from other vehicles. They are bigger, heavier, and take longer to stop. Sometimes, pilot cars are present to warn drivers about oversized loads and help guide them. Don't try to get around an oversized load or a pilot car. Let them guide you. Slow your pace. Give them space. Learn more at esc.org.
I mean, that's just the day we plan to do it.
So
We have to have so we have to have someone there to like officiate like I don't know what that word is called.
Yeah.
You have to have a stranger there that's not like related to either of us, or like be there and like officiate. Yep, exactly.
Yep. Oh God, dude. Well, you know, I'm gonna be honest. This is like I don't even know what my
It's
input
off, by
is.
the way.
Like if I were, I wouldn't do it from what I'm hearing right now. I honestly,
I could get my teeth fixed, and you know you can always just divorce, you know.
yeah, bro. But
What
divorce
does
is
he
a
gain for
cost.
me? What does he have to gain for me, bro? I got nothing.
Your body, bro. That's what he wants potentially.
Hey, my body, my choice, God.
True, but I mean, dude, he's in the position of power here. Dude. He's trying to control you. Don't make yourself a
He's
victim.
such a submissive guy. I think if anything, I'm the top. I'll probably, even if I was at bottom, I'd be a power bottom dog, like for sure.
Okay, so wait, all right. I guess really what you need to ask yourself is does he have enough money for you to do some gay shit? Like, and if the answer is yeah, then like fuck yeah, there's no risk.
Yeah, I mean 100% yes.
If you're not willing to do some of that, then you need to really, I would consider. But yeah, you said 100%. Yeah, go marry him.
Fuck yeah, God.
Go marry him, bro. Have a good buddy. Wait, what kind of? Are you guys gonna like have any family?
We're probably going to Vegas. We're probably going to Vegas afterwards.
Nice.
Hitting it up.
Wow. Well, you know what? I wish you the best of luck in your new marriage, bro. I hope it lasts a long time.
Hey, thank you, God. I've been watching you since fucking 2016, bro, and like love your fucking content, and love the shit you do with Kyle. Shout out to Kyle.
Shout out Kyle. Shout out Crackheads.
Yep. Fuck yeah, Crackheads is the shit, dude. I haven't skipped a single episode of that since you guys released it. So
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for calling in, bro. Best of luck with your marriage.
Yep. Thank you.
You have a good one. Bye.
Man, that shit hit.
My mouse is dead, guys.
Fucking chill, man. Fucking chill, babe.
Real quick. I'm gonna take a shot too.
Not trying to smoke right now.
I need a shot after that one.
He said, nah, fuck you, bitch, we're smoking. Even when it's locked. It's gotta fucking chill, dude. It's got to. It's gonna blow up. I gotta figure out what's going on with this vape though. Yo, Suster, stop. Stop. Oh my god, dude, this shit's gonna blow up. This shit's literally gonna blow up, dude. It's getting hot.
Smart nutrition apps, inventory trackers, onboarding tools, you name it. Why not build an app that gives you endless app ideas? So let's make it. Pro tip, I draft the full app spec in ChatGPT, and then I drop the prompts directly in Facebook. It gives me super detailed structure. Yeah, nigga. I'm higher than the plane and now I wanna land. Every time I speak, I see 100 grand. Growing so much weed, it's like the motherland. I ain't talking English, I'm talking rubber bands. Jacksons, Franklins, either one of them. You ain't talking paper dolls, so you don't understand. Spazzing all these niggas, bitch, I'm going ham. Taxing all these niggas, call me Uncle Sam. Heaven got me on the beach, relaxing, smoking OG by the LV. Now the ocean's filled with ashes, and niggas keep on hating. I just go and get my cash in here. Talk about what they gon' do, but I know that ain't gon' happen. Ain't gon' happen. Ain't gon' happen. Ain't gon' happen. When you think of a gang of real niggas spending money, then you think about us. When you think of who came in here, bought anything they wanted, then you think about us. When you think of some niggas who don't get it how they live, then you think about us. When you think of who really out here doing it big, then you think about us. I'm faster than the train and now I wanna stop. Niggas say need a verse, they 50 grand a pop. Smoking on the best, rated at the top. Finish up another tour and buy another watch. Fly a new plane, board another yacht. Do another show. I'm out here getting paid, but you would never know. My cheese so long, my weed so strong, think I'm an overdose. Man, I'm packing it. ATM bag, I'm packing it. Try to turn down, but I can't get it. One, pass it around till like right in the room can't finish. You a fuck nigga, so you can't hit it. All so hard that you can't win it. So much money they can't fit it. That all stops, you ran with it. OG Kush on the man with it. When you think of a gang of real niggas spending money, then you think about us. When you think of who came in here, bought anything they wanted, then you think about us. When you think of some niggas who don't get it how they live, then you think about us. When you think of who really out here doing it big, then you think about us. Recently, you wrote a letter to your fans, and it was about 4 or 5 paragraphs, and about 2 sentences said, rolling papers, maybe I would have done it different. Honestly, that was just me being real with myself, real with my fans. Rolling papers was like a learning experience, just like everything else was. And me getting with a label and trying new things, like I said, I'm not a stubborn person. So I work with different people. I write different records that people may say that they like. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta try different things. You gotta do different things. But when you talk about longevity, you can't base that on 1 year or 6 months or 8 months or anything like that. So I was just speaking to anybody who's writing for the long run and who's looking for the next thing for me to do.
And premium wireless, $15 a month at Mint Mobile.
When I premium wireless for $15 a month, I mean, why not premium wireless for $15 a month? Let's be honest, premium wireless for $15 a month, am I right? Let's just stop having AI write these, okay, guys?
Hey y'all, my name is Alexandra, and today I'm your AI mixologist, shaking up the top AI platform updates from Google I/O 2026. Let's take a look at the recipe we've been stirring up. First, we have WebMCP, the face of the agentic web. With 2 APIs, you can build custom JavaScript tools to order, balancing agent accuracy with smooth user interfaces. Spare the user from tedious, repetitive form filling, and help your agent successfully interact with your web application, taking what used to be a 5-minute task into a 10-second task. You can sign up for the WebMCP Origin trial now on developer.chrome.com/origin trials. Next, we've updated the built-in AI APIs. The Prompt API is available in production, joining the Summarizer, Language Detector, and Translator APIs. To keep things fresh, we're introducing Gemma 3 to Chrome for the Summarizer and Proofreader API. Along with Gemini Nano, you have more options for private, cost-effective, and fast client-side AI. No watered-down latency, just pure local intelligence. And to top it off, introducing skills to Chrome. We've all been there. You finally craft your perfect prompt, only to find yourself
Yo, yo, yo. Can I get a like? Can I get a like?
Listen to this track, bitch! Found another grip, smoked another zip. Let them young niggas tell it I be on my shit. Make 100K, spend it on the day. What can I say? My DNA is chemo shape. What swag is retarded. But I'm driving Ferrari. But I'm rocking on money. Gianni, Versace, huh? Fuck around now, buy one of these broke niggas. My chain, insane. My chain, on that thing, it's nothing. 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 Stacking cheese to my brand right. Smoking weed to my hand right. Did it all on my own, so I'ma spend on my brand like it's nothing. 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 Ooh, stacking cheese to my brand right. Smoking trees to my hand right. Did it all on my own, so I'ma spend on my brand like it's nothing. 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 Stacking cheese to my brand right. Smoking weed to my hand right. Did it all on my own, so I'ma spend on my brand like it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Ooh, stacking cheese to my brand right. Smoking trees to my hand right. Did it all on my own, so I'ma spend on my brand like it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Niggas chasing money, got on top of it. If it ain't money, don't know what the topic is. Don't come out till next year, that mean I'm rocking it. Order 37 you on? A private plane. Fuck you on. Party in South of France when it's cold. Used to rock on that old shit till it got old. It's nothing. 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 Stack of cheese to my bread right. Smoking weed to my hair right. Did it all on my own, so I'ma spend on my bread like it's nothing. 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 Ooh, stack of cheese to my bread right. Smoking trees to my hair right. Did it all on my own, so I'ma spend on my bread like it's nothing. 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 No daddy. Daddy of the man. No daddy is the daddy of the man. The daddy of the man. Everything is from here. This is the daddy of the man.
What if you could make a song using only your voice? Let's start with the drums. The drums? Yes. This is good. Okay, perfect. I feel like the song
Just a little background. This boy, this is his goat achievement. He sold the Eiffel Tower twice.
And he did not know.
No, obviously. He did not own the Eiffel Tower. No, so the Eiffel Tower.
It says right here he's widely regarded as one of the most notorious counters of all time.
Yeah, he might be the tower.
Fill me in on some of this guy's greatest schemes.
Okay, I'm going to. So, first, I want to start off. I'll read this first paragraph. Victor Lustig, born 1890, died in 1947, was a fine artist of Austria-Hungary. He undertook a criminal career that involved conducting schemes across Europe and the United States during the early 20th century. Lustig was widely regarded as one of the most notorious convicts of his time and is infamous for being the man who sold the Eiffel Tower twice, and for conducting the Romanian riots.
Kevin finds her all talking about the Fed. The Fed raised rates. The Fed cut rates. The Fed is likely inflation. Most people don't interact directly with the Fed. That is the Federal Reserve Bank. You don't walk into a Fed or make a withdrawal, button it fly, never store the Fed. The Fed decisions you make your
Now, in Wikipedia page, you might know this, so I'm going to skip along a little bit, but I do want to touch on in his early life. This second paragraph I do think is hilarious. It says, as a child, Lustig frequently traveled across Europe with his father on his business trips to Prague and Italy. Recalling seeing Paris for the first time at age 7, the inner city appeared exquisite. And while the outer areas were a quote-unquote sad, soiled place that silted around the sea of misery. He said that shit 7 years ago.
This kid did not say that. Or he thought, he said, I want a lousy car. He said, Paris is exquisite.
That was the time to do it. At 7 years old, the inner city exquisite. Outer areas, sad, soiled place silted around in the sea of immortality.
Very, very intelligent young gentleman.
If I met a 7-year-old and said that shit, I would take them directly to the nearest church.
Antichrist.
Alright, so that was his upbringing. Now we're gonna summarize it. Then so for his Eiffel Tower scam, in 1925, he traveled back to France. While staying in Paris, he chanced upon a newspaper article discussing the problems faced with maintaining the Eiffel Tower, which gave him inspiration for a new con. The monument had begun falling into disrepair, and the city was finding out it was increasingly expensive to maintain and repair it. Part of the article made a passing comment that overall public opinion on the monument would move towards calls for its removal, which was key to convincing Lustig that using it as part of his next con would be lucrative. After researching what he needed to help him utilize the information from the article, Lustig set to work preparing the scheme, which included hiring a forger to produce fake government stationery for him. Once he was ready, Lustig invited a small group of scrap metal dealers to a confidential meeting at an expensive hotel, whereupon he identified himself to them as the Deputy Director General of the Ministry de Postes et Telegraphs. In the meeting, he convinced the men that the upkeep of the Eiffel Tower was becoming too much for Paris, and that the French government wished to sell it for scrap. But that because such a deal would be controversial and likely spark public outcry, nothing could be disclosed until all the details were thought out. Lustig revealed that he was in charge of selecting the received ownership of the structure, claiming that the group had been selected carefully because of their reputations as honest businessmen. His speech included genuine insight about the monument's place in the city and how it did not fit in with the city's other great monuments like Gothic cathedrals or the Arc de Triomphe. During his time with the dealers, Lustig kept watch on who would be the most likely to fall for the scam and found his mark with Andre Poisson, an insecure man who wished to rise up amongst the inner circles of the Parisian business community. As Poisson showed the keenest interest in purchasing the monument, Lustig decided to focus on him once the dealers sent their bids. Arranging a private meeting with Poisson, Lustig convinced him that he was a corrupt official, claiming that his government position did not give him a generous salary for the lifestyle he wished to enjoy. Believing the sale of the Eiffel Tower would secure him a place amongst the top businessmen, Poisson agreed to pay a large bribe to secure ownership of the Eiffel Tower. However, once Lustig received his bribe and funds for the monument's sale, around 70,000 francs, he soon fled to Austria. And basically, he figured that Poisson would be too embarrassed to actually go to the police about this.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Hannah just built an app.
Impossible. Didn't it? Code. Interesting. Can you generate reports?
I can now.
Nice. So you're saying we can all build apps now?
Because it was a dumb scam that he fell for. That they would make fun of him, and also probably not really do much about it, considering he was trying to buy their Eiffel Tower.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So we got away with selling the Eiffel Tower.
he did. He got away with selling the Eiffel Tower, and then he just moved to Hungary. After that, he did this Romanian box scam, where basically he had this wooden box where he'd have like a couple dollar bills in it. Like maybe he put like $100 bill in the bottom, and he did for display he'd like insert $100 bill into the top and roll this like crank, and the machine would spit out $200 bills. But he already loaded the box with $100 bills prior. So like every time he rolled that thing, he'd insert one bill and it would print out two of the same kind. And he told people it was basically like a money deal in real life. He's like, look, you put $1 in, you get $2. You put $100, you get $200. Look at that. He eventually ended up selling this to like some sheriff in Texas who literally, like, the sheriff in Texas obviously didn't work. And then the sheriff chased him all the way to Chicago, where Lustig convinced the sheriff he was just using the box incorrectly. He's like, bro, you're just doing it wrong. Let me show you. And then he paid off the sheriff. He gave him a bunch of counterfeit money, and the sheriff just went out his way and didn't realize it was counterfeit money until he got back to Texas. That it was too late. So, yeah, I mean, pretty good.
Okay.
Now, later years, during the Great Depression, Lustig concocted a risky scam aimed at Al Capone, knowing that he faced certain death if his mark realized he was being conned. For Lustig, the scam was not a straight-out con, but one designed to get his target apart with a relatively small amount of cash. Lustig asked Capone to invest $50,000 in a crooked scheme, and then kept the money given to him in a safety deposit box for 2 months before just returning it to Al Capone. And then he claimed the deal had fallen through, it didn't work out, so he just paid Capone back what he initially invested. And then Capone was under the impression that Lustig was an honest man. So at this point, Lustig told Al Capone that the failure of the deal also left him in like financial shambles. And basically they asked him, spotted like $5,000 to hold him over for becoming and so he even scammed Al Capone for a very small amount, but I'm sure that one was just like a hey, I just want to scam this guy so I can say I've done it. This guy, he wrote the Ten Commandments to con men, which has been, let's review it. But yeah, he wrote these 10 Commandments to con men. Number 1, be a patient listener. It is this, not fast talking, that gets con man his keys. Number 2, never look bored. Number 3, wait for the other person to reveal any political opinions and then agree with them. Number 4, let the person reveal religious views and then have the same ones. Beautiful. Number 5, hint at sex talk, but don't follow it up unless the other person shows a strong interest. Number 6, never discuss illness unless some special concerns you. Number 7, never pry into a person's personal circumstances. They'll tell you all of them. Number 8, never boast. Just let your importance be quietly obvious. Number 9, never be untidy. And number 10, never get drunk. So if you're going to be a con man, you cannot be drinking. Or be ghosting. Or these. Now, this guy was eventually captured and arrested. He was sentenced to 15 years. Okay, he was sentenced to, let's see. He got sentenced to prison in like New York, and he escaped prison, but then they caught him again, and they sent him to jail in Alcatraz. The day before his trial, Lustig managed to escape from the federal house of detention, the Tombs, in New York City, by faking illness and using a specially made rope to climb onto the roof. But he was recaptured 27 days later in Pittsburgh. Lustig pleaded guilty at his trial and was sentenced to 15 years in Alcatraz Island for his original charge, with a further 5 years for his prison escape. And that, it says within 35, right? But then just, so a total of 20 years in Alcatraz, 15 years for his original charge, and an additional 5 for prison escape. So you've got 20 total years in Alcatraz. 12 years later, died of pneumonia.
Ranger offers over 1 million high-quality products, from motors and belts to switches and sensors, helping maintenance engineers keep production lines moving. Call, click, or stop by. Ranger, for the ones who get it done.
In Missouri. It
Well,
does
still
not
in
say
prison.
anything. No.
Look at where he's at.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Medical Center for Federal Prisoners.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's still in prison. I think they just transferred him.
Gotcha. Yeah, he must be transferred.
They're gonna get this guy off the island.
But yeah, like,
Fucking down.
obviously, I was like, what the hell? He just like made it out of Alcatraz and he was thinking about it. But yeah, okay. So he died in pneumonia.
Dude, what an era to be alive. You could just sell people the Eiffel Tower and they wouldn't even snitch.
Right.
Like, you
Right.
could just be, you could
Just started seeing more airs.
Yep.
You were like, I did both of this, and I'm not thinking.
Dude, I was reading up on con artists last night, and like, there was a guy I found. It's not who I'm talking about today. There was a guy I found who literally sold explorers and like kings in a bunch of regions across Europe land on a fake continent that never existed. Like, he was like an explorer. He was like, I discovered this land, and he went to like King of Spain and a bunch of other places. He was like, I will sell you some of this land right now. And they were like, yes, we'd like to establish our plot, you know, and they got him rich, and the land never existed. I got on it. Oh, no. Well, I mean, you did. You're scanning land. Yeah, you're swinging, buddy. You're swinging when you fear up. Now, Kyle, I pulled someone even more interesting than the person I just told you about for today's greatest con artist segment. An individual by the name of Ferdinand Waldo Damara Jr. Wikipedia describes him as an American imposter, and he was even the subject of both a book and a movie based on his exploits called The Great Imposter. Now, this guy, I don't know how he did this. He was born in 1921 and died in the 80s, so it's not like this was that long ago, relatively.
Right.
Realistically, we had a lot of technology to determine what someone was fake and fake at the time, but some of his successful impersonations include the following: a civil engineer, a sheriff's deputy, an assistant prison warden, a doctor of psychology, a hospital orderly, a lawyer, a child care expert, a Benedictine monk, a Trappist monk, a naval surgeon, I'm out of fingers, an editor, a cancer researcher, and a teacher. Only one teaching job led to 6 months in prison for him. Wow. This guy joined the army not once, but twice on a fraudulent premise. Now, this guy was said to possess a true photographic memory and was widely reputed to have an extraordinary IQ. So effectively, the way that he was rumored to have done all this impersonation was just by big braining everybody. Incredible. Just acting smart, like he was the smartest person in the room. Now, he was born in Massachusetts, and his father was working in a theater district as a motion picture operator, and he was pretty well off, apparently. They had a good theater business going for the family, so everything was going well until the Great Depression, when his father basically went bankrupt and moved to the poorest section of the city in the lower southwest Tower Hill neighborhood, which is a very bad neighborhood at the time. Now, during this era of his childhood, Mr. Damara Jr. ran away from home at the age of 16 to become a monk in Rhode Island. Why he did this, I don't know.
A monk in Rhode Island.
But after 2 years of being there, he was told by the other monks that he was not fit to be a Trappist monk and was sent to a different charity home in Canada. He was then transferred to another charity home in Massachusetts. So this kid was just getting ping-ponged all around. Where all of a sudden, he was a 4th grade teacher there. Somehow they determined he was qualified for that. And after running away from that charity, he joined the military. Now, all of this up to this point was just normal. He wasn't scamming anybody. He wasn't doing anything wrong.
He joined the military in 41 at the end of World War II.
That was the beginning, technically, for the U.S.
Yeah,
41.
That's a hell of a time to join.
Yes.
Wow.
A lot of people joined then. This was my grandfather joined.
Wow.
They were almost fired up after Pearl Harbor. They wanted to smoke some Japanese people.
Yeah.
Now, he did not end up enjoying his time in the military. He was not happy to serve. And the following year, during his service, he said, "Fuck this," and began a new life by borrowing the name of Anthony Ignolia, one of his army buddies, and going AWOL. He abandoned the military, ran away, and just stole his friend's identity. He joined the Abbey of Our Lady of Gethsemane, another Trappist monastery in Kentucky, under his new fake identity. However, while there, he bumped into an acquaintance from the first Trappist monastery he went to under his original identity, so he was compromised. So he left before his true identity could be revealed. He then moved to another monastery in Iowa, because apparently there's a bunch of these monasteries all over the country back then, before finally returning home. He confessed to his dad that he deserted the military, and his dad kept telling him to turn himself in, and he said, "Go fuck yourself, Dad."
Got it.
So he ran away again. He left again, and this time, after already deserting the army, he now joins the Navy under his fake identity and trains as a hospital corpsman.
So he didn't like the army, it was just like, fuck it, let's try the Navy?
Yes, and mind you, his stolen identity is somebody who was already in the army with him. And he showed up and said, "I'm actually this guy, and I'd like to join the Navy." Right? The greatest scammer of all time. He did not do very well in the Navy, though. And instead of just deserting again, he went a step above and faked his suicide under his fake identity, and then stole another identity, Robert Lytton French. And as Robert Lytton French, he pretended to be a religion-oriented psychologist. Dr. French then went on presenting himself in the new Subiaco Abbey, a Benedictine monastery in Arkansas, as a would-be Catholic convert. However, after only a few weeks there, he got called into the abbot's office, who's basically the Jesus principal, and was accused of forging his documents. He denied the accusations and immediately left and traveled to Chicago and joined another monastery, and then left that and joined a different monastery in Milwaukee. This guy basically just ping-ponged around monasteries until finally landing at a college. Under his new identity as Dr. French, he applied for a bunch of jobs as a psychologist, and he got one in a place called Gannett College in Erie, Pennsylvania. He was promoted all the way to becoming the dean of the School of Philosophy there under his fake identity, and he taught all types of psychology there, and even published a well-received booklet about how to raise a child. He later left this new college after a quote-unquote unfortunate incident involving forged checks. And he then joined.
Did he ever have children of his own?
I'm not
Or
sure.
did he just write a book?
He didn't even have to. He just wrote a book about it. He's the greatest scammer of all time, bro. I'm telling you, this guy's literally the fucking goat.
Everything.
Afterwards, Damara served as an orderly in a Los Angeles sanitarium and even served as an instructor in St. Martin's College in the state of Washington. What he instructed? No. Eventually, he was captured by the FBI for desertion. They finally caught up with him. He served 18 months in the Naval Disciplinary Barracks. Pardon me, a little bit of a burp. After his release, he stole another identity and started studying law at Northeastern University and joined yet another religious institution. While there, he became good friends with a young surgeon named Joseph C. Sear, which led to his most famous exploit, in which he pretended to be Joseph Sear, working as a ship doctor aboard HMCS Cayuga, a Royal Canadian Navy destroyer during the Korean War. This guy was operating on injured soldiers during the Korean War under a stolen identity with no credentials. The commander of the ship, Peter Godwin Chance, recalls that after guerrillas opened fire on the sailors, our intrepid doctor Joe Sear, fully clad in surgical garb, calmly moved among the soldiers, tending to their wounds seemingly without a care in the world. In the aftermath of this pretty dirty vignette of what amounted to a civil war, it is clear to all of us in Cayuga that our Joe deserves a medal for obvious bravery. The PR officer sent a recommendation for accommodation to the higher-ups. However, several months later, word came that he was an imposter. Word did not